Good morning, all the students. Welcome to Lattice Theory live lecture. In this lecture, we will discuss about pseudo complemented lattice. Okay. So, in last class, we have just introduced what is meant by pseudo complement. Okay. So we'll start from that, and then we proceed. Okay. So whether you remember what is meant by pseudo complemented, so we can start with definition. So you start with let L be a lattice with 0. Okay, that means it is the smallest element. Then an element, you can call it A star, is called pseudo complement of A if, what is the definition? If A meet A star is equal to 0 and whenever A meet X is equal to 0 implies X should be less than or equal to A star. Okay, that means this A star is the maximum element which satisfies this condition that A meet A star. Okay, is this clear? Definition: pseudo complement of A. First of all, that element when you meet with A, it should be 0 and that should be the largest element satisfying that condition. That means whenever A meet X is equal to 0 implies X should be less than or equal to A star, right? Okay. Then we have seen yesterday some properties and all. Now we go to a lattice is said to be pseudo complemented lattice if, so another definition is what? A lattice is called pseudo complemented lattice if every element has a pseudo complement. Okay, fine. Now this pseudo complements and all, they deal with only meets. Okay, so we can talk about pseudo complemented meet lattice. So the result which we are going to show is theorem is that let L be a pseudo complemented meet lattice, meet semi lattice. You can call it meet semi lattice. Okay. Then consider this set S of L as A star A belongs to L. That means we are considering all pseudo complement elements that denoting as S of L, right? Then whatever L has partial ordering, and that S of L also, the partial ordering of L makes S of L into lattice. Okay, not only that, this S of L will become Boolean lattice. Okay, and this S of L is a Boolean lattice. So how we define? For A comma B belongs to S of L, A meet B is same as infimum of A comma B. So we have to make sure that this belongs to S of L, and A join B. Okay, this we define as A star, which is pseudo complement, then B star, and take the, this we discussed last class when we defined this theorem, right? Okay, fine. So if we can show that A meet B and A join B belongs to S of L, then it will, S of L will become a lattice. And what is meant by Boolean lattice? Can somebody tell what is meant by Boolean lattice? It is distributive as well as complemented. Okay, so that means every element has complement. So in S of L, we want to show that every element has a complement and it is distributive, right? Is that clear? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to respond. Just a second. Okay. So first, before proving all these elements things, we will try to observe some properties of these elements in S of L. Okay. So we will prove the following. The first one is that if you take A, then A is less than or equal to A double star. Okay. For any element A in L, what is relation is that A is less than or equal to A double star. What is meant by A double star? Pseudo complement of A star. Okay. Fine. Then second one is that if A is less than or equal to B, then you can write here B star is less than or equal to A star. And the third point which we will prove is that A is equal to, or A star is equal to A triple star for any element. Okay. And fourth one, we will prove that A comma B, okay, or you call it A, so A, some element will be in S of L if and only if A is equal to A double star. So whenever A is equal to A double star, then we can show that A is in S of L and conversely. The other point which we will prove is that if A comma B belongs to S of L, then A meet B also belongs to S of L. Okay, that means we are proving that this is closed with respect to meet. And another point, that if A comma B belongs to S of L, then this supremum of A comma B, supremum of A comma B, of course, over S of L, that means all elements if you take which are from S of L. Okay, supremum of S of L is A star meet B star, then whole star. Okay, so it is just like A join B, we are trying to prove this, right? This first we prove these things, then S of L, next step, once we prove all these steps, then S of L will be Boolean lattice, follows easily by any one of these 6 points. Okay, fine. So how we will prove? The first one, proof of 1. This is very simple. Most of the time we use this definition. Again you remember, A star is a complement, pseudo complement of A. That means A meet A star is 0. And whenever A meet X is 0, then X is less than or equal to A star. So can somebody tell what is the, how you can write A double star for here? What is meant by A double star? A double star is a pseudo complement of A star, right?
A star.
A double star is a pseudo complement of A star, right?
A star.
So
Yes.
we know that So we want to show that A is less than or equal to A double star, which is A star star, right?
Yes.
So A meet A star is 0. We know that A meet A star is 0. A meet A star is 0 or not?
Yes.
Yes. Also A star meet A double star. This is also 0 because A double star
Yes.
is pseudo complement of A star.
Yes, sir.
Huh. So now this is like your x. Okay. In the definition, this is just like your x. So x meet A star is 0. And A star meet A double star is 0. See what we know about A double star? A double star is the largest element satisfying this meet with A star is 0. Is this clear? Now
Yes.
A is also satisfying in such a way that A meet A star is 0. So what is the relation between A and A double star now?
A is less than or equals to A double star.
Whenever A meet A star, so here I will try to write it for at present. I am writing this for A double star. Okay, so that you can understand. And whenever A meet star, A star meet X is equal to 0, then what you can write? X is less than or equal to A double star. Is this clear?
Yes.
Whatever I have written this in green, that is
Yes.
for A double star and A star relation. Are you following? Now,
Yes.
now let me take this one. And put it here. Yes, I'll put it here. Right? Now, can you see what you will get? Our x is A in this case. Is this clear? Our x
Yes.
is this one. Is this clear? So this implies we can conclude that A is equal to A is less than or equal to A double star. Right? Okay, so we are applying pseudo complement the definition of A star and A double star. Okay, right. So that proves one. Is there any difficulty? It is very simple. A meet A star is 0 as well as A star meet A double star is 0. So what is the relation between A and A double star? A double star is the largest one. So therefore A is less than or equal to A double star. Right? Okay. Now second one. Proof of second one. Which one? That if A is less than or equal to B, then we want to show that B star is less than or equal to A star. Right? So A star, what we know about A star? This is the largest element. When you meet with A, it is 0. Is this clear? So if at all we want to show that B star is less than or equal to A star, it is enough to prove what? This is just like our x. Are you following? So this is just like our x. So if I want to show that x is less than or equal to A star, it is enough to prove what? That A meet x is equal to
0.
0. So what is our x in our problem? Is B star. Is this clear?
B star.
So we want to show that B meet A star, sorry, B star meet, this is our x, right? This is our x. So we want to show that B star meet A meet x, sorry, what is that? The x is our B star. So we want to show that A meet B star. Just a second. So we want to show that A meet x, that is A meet B star, we want to show it is 0. If at all if we show that A meet B star is 0, then this will be less than or equal to A star. Is this clear? But what is A meet B star? See, if at all if we can get somewhere B in this expression, then we know B meet B star is 0. Is this clear? But how we will bring B into this picture? What is given? What is given that in second? A is less than or equal to B. So if A is less than or equal to B, then how we can put it here? In place of A, what we can write? Huh?
A made B.
Very good. A
A
meet
made
B
B.
because A is less than or equal to B. So A is same as A meet B. Is this clear? Since what is the reason? A is less than or equal to B. So
Is less
implies A
than
meet
equals to
B is
B.
same as A.
A made B.
Okay. Fine. Right. Now what we know by this is simply A meet B star. But B meet B star is 0. So what you get here
0.
is 0.
0.
So we proved that A meet B star is
0.
0. So that means B star is by taking like x. So A meet x is 0. So therefore x is less than or equal to this. Is this clear? So we proved that B star is less than or equal to A star. Now what about third one? The proof of third. By using first one, the one way is clear. What is that? What first one says? For any element A is less than or equal to A double star. Okay. So if I apply first one for A star, what we will get? So by 1,
A star is
A star, this is just like our element, is less than or equal to A triple star. Is this
A
clear?
triple star.
Okay. Now we want to show the other way. For that we have to use second one. How we can use second one? Hmm? By 1 again.
If
By 1, we know that A is less than or equal to A double star. Right? Now can we apply 2? Huh? Can we apply 2 or not?
yes, yes.
So if we apply 2, what we will get for this one? Then by 2, what we get? This is like A, this is
A,
like B. So if whenever A is
a
less than or equal to
triple
B,
star.
then when you take this
B
star for
star
them,
is less.
the inequality is reversed. Is this clear? Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
that shows that therefore A star is same as A triple star. Is this clear? Okay. If you are not following, you can ask. What about fourth one? We want to show that if A is in S of L, then we want to show that A is same as A double star. Okay. So in general, A is less than or equal to A double star, but whenever A is an element of S of L, then we want to show that A is equal to A double star. Okay. So let A belongs to S of L. Then somehow we want to show that A is same as A double star. What is meant by saying A is in S of L? It is a pseudo complement, right? S of L is nothing but what? All pseudo complement elements. That means A you can write as some B star. Okay, for some B belongs to L. Is this clear? So for this A we want to show that A star is same as A double star. Is this clear? Okay. Then if you use third one for B, what is third one says? For any element, A star is same as A triple star. So if I use it for B, what we will get? If we use it for B, then what we know? This you write A double star. What is A double star? Because A is B star. So A double star is B star, then double star, which is same as B triple star.
B triple star.
But B triple star is same as what? By 3?
B.
Huh? By 3,
B.
what is same as B star, right?
B star.
But
Yes.
B star is same as A.
A.
Is this clear? So here, what we are using here is B triple star is same as B star. Okay.
B star.
So therefore, if A belongs to S of L, we prove that A is same as A double star. Conversely, if suppose A is same as A double star, then it is actually, then you can write A as B star, where what is our B? B is nothing
B
but what?
belongs to L.
A star. Is this clear? But we know that because ours is pseudo complemented semi lattice, B is always in, that means A star is always in L. Is this clear? Okay. So we have proved the fourth one also, that A is in S of L if and only if A is equal to A double star. Now fifth one we will prove that A meet B should be in S of L. What is meant by A? Some element is in S of L. Huh? We want to show that when we say something is in S of L, that you should understand. Some element will be in S of L if it is a pseudo complement of some element. Are you following? A star means what?
Yes.
It is pseudo complement of A, where A is a some element of L. Right? Okay, so we want to show that. So fifth one, we want to show that A meet, let A comma B belongs to S of L. Then we want to show that A meet B is in S of L. That means we want to show that A meet B is somehow complement of pseudo complement of some element. Are you following? Okay. So if we want to use fourth one, what fourth one says? Fourth one says that when some element will be in S of L, if A is equal to A double star. Okay, so if we want to prove that, our claim is we want to show that A meet B is in S of L. Are you following? But this is same as saying by 4 is same as proving that what? A meet B double star should be same as A meet B. If we can prove that A meet B double star is same as A meet B, then we are done. Is this clear? Because S of L contains elements if A double star is same as A. Is this clear? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, how we will prove this? Is one is already clear. By 1, what is true? By 1, what is clear? A meet B is less than or equal to A meet B
A
double
meet
star.
B star.
Double star. Right?
Yes.
By 1, any element is less than or equal to its double star. Are you following? So therefore,
Yes,
we have
sir.
to only show that A meet B double star is less than or equal to A meet B. Okay. For that, what we can observe here is, what is relation between A meet B and A? What is relation between A meet B and A? A meet B is less than or equal to A. Right?
A.
So since A meet B is less than or equal to A, then by using second property, what we will get? By second property, huh?
A star is
K
less than or
star.
equal
A
to
star is less than or equal to,
A meet B double star.
not double star, A meet B star,
Star.
right?
Star.
That's second property. Is that clear? If A is less than or equal to B, then by taking pseudo complements, you get reverse inclusion. Is this clear? Now
Yes.
again I can apply second for this one. If we apply second for this, what we will get? Huh? This is by 2, second property. So this is just like A and this is another one is B. So if we do that, what we will get? Huh? If we apply one more time, second condition, what we will get? A meet B
A meet B
double star
double star
is less than or equal to
is
A double
less
star,
than or equals to A double star.
right? But our A is from S of L, right?
Yes.
So our A is and B are from S of L, means A double star is same as A and B double star is from B. Is this clear?
B.
So therefore, what we are getting here is that A meet B double star is less than or equal to A. Right? Clear? Huh? Any problem? Any problem?
No, sir.
Ah. Similarly, what you can do it? You can do it for B also. The same thing whatever we did here, A meet B is less than or equal to B, then taking stars and so on. So what we observe here is, similarly, A meet B double star is less than or equal to B.
B.
Okay. So therefore, when something is less than or equal to both the elements, it is less than or equal to its meet also or not? This implies
Yes.
A meet B double star is also less than or equal to A meet B, and hence they are equal. Is this clear? Are you following? Therefore,
Yes, sir.
A meet B double star is same as A meet B. This implies A meet B belongs to L of S. So we proved that whenever A and B are in L of S, then A meet B is also in L of S. And not only this A meet B, you can clearly observe that clearly this A meet B is actually infimum of A comma B. Why A meet B is infimum of A comma B? Of course, over L of S. Huh? Clearly A meet B is less than or equal to A. A meet B is less than or equal to A or not? And A meet B is also less than or equal
Yes.
to B. So clearly this as, if at all, that means we want to show that this A meet B is greatest lower bound. Clearly it is a lower bound. So if you take any x, as if x is a lower bound, if x is less than or equal to A and x is less than or equal to B, then obviously x is less than or equal to A meet B or not? This is very simple. If x is less than or equal to A and x is less than or equal to B, then x is less than or equal to A meet B. So that shows that A meet B is the greatest lower bound of A and B. Are you following? So therefore we have proved that A meet B is nothing but infimum of A comma B, which belongs to L of S. Right? Okay. That is fifth one. Now what is sixth one? We want to show that if A comma B belongs to L, supremum of A comma B is A star meet B star whole star. Okay. Okay. So sixth one, our claim is supremum of A comma B over L of S is A star meet B star then whole star. Is this clear? What is meant by proving something, whatever that right hand element, you just call it, for example, at present some alpha. What is meant by saying alpha is a supremum of A and B? First of all, it should be a upper bound and it should be least upper bound. Is this clear? So we want to prove that first whatever this right hand side expression we have, that is an upper bound. That means A is less than or equal to this, as well as B is less than or equal to this. Right? Now, how we will show that? And remember, A and B are from L of S. Is this clear? Okay.
Yes.
So we use that since A comma B are in L of S, A double star is A and B double star is B. This we will use, keep on using. Now, how we use A relation between A and A star, B star, then star and so on. Just like how we used here, A meet B is less than or equal to A. Here, instead of A and B, what we require? A star and B star. Okay. So how you can use the relation? As A star meet B star is less than or equal to what? A star. Is this clear? I'm sorry. Is this step clear? A star meet B star is less than or equal to A star. Is this step clear for you? A star meet B star is less than or equal to A star. Then by second property, what we will get? We get,
A is less.
that means by taking star again, A double star is less than or equal to
Less than equals to
A
A
star
star made B star whole
whole
star.
star. Is this clear? So that is the reason we are proving those steps earlier. Right? Whenever A is less than or equal to B, then those pseudo complements have reverse inclusion. Right? But This implies A double star, what we know, is same as A. So A is less than or equal to A star meet B star whole star, right? Similarly, B is also less than or equal to A star meet B star whole star, right? That shows that the element whatever we are talking about is an upper bound, right? Now to show that it is supremum, what we have to do? Take any upper bound, then show that this is the least one. So start with let x be an upper bound of this a comma b. Is this clear? But of course x is also belongs to L of s, right? So let me so let x belongs to L of s be an upper bound of a comma b.
S of L.
Huh? Any problem?
X belongs to S of L.
L of s. S of L. That is notation is what? Our
S
notation
of
is
L.
S of L. Right. Very good. So let x belongs to S of L be an upper bound of this. That means what? A is less than or equal to x as well as B is less than or equal to x. Right? Somehow we should get relations for in the form of A stars and B stars. So obviously what we can do by 2? By 2, what we get? X star is less than or equal to A star and X star is also less than or equal to B star. So if some element is less than or equal to both, then it is also less than or equal to meet of. Is this clear?
Meet of them.
Then again applying by 2, what we will get? A star meet B star whole star is less than or equal to
Is less than
X
equals
double
to
star.
X double star.
And X double star is same as X. Is that clear? X double
Yes.
star is same as X or not? Because X is in S of L. Since X belongs to S. What is this? S of L. Why I am writing like this? Are you following? Right?
Yes, sir.
So we have proved that A star meet B star whole star is less than or equal to X. That shows that therefore supremum of A comma B over this L of S is this expression. Is this clear? Okay. So therefore if you combine all these 6, what we have proved is that hence we proved if A comma B belongs to L of S, then
S of L.
Any problem? Then A meet B belongs to L of S and A join B also belongs to L of S, which is A join B is nothing but
Sir, S
supremum
of L.
of any problem?
Notation S of L है ना?
Every time why I am writing this is L of S, right?
S of L.
S of L. Okay. So this is S, that S denotes pseudo complement. So that's S of L, pseudo complements of L. Okay, where our A meet B is infimum of A comma B and A join B is supremum of A comma B.
A
But
comma B.
of course over S of L. Is this clear? That shows that our S of L is actually a lattice. That means this S of L is a lattice. Right? Now we will show that this S of L is a Boolean lattice. That means we want to show that it is distributive and every element has complement. Okay. So first we show that every element has a complement. Okay. So every element A in S of L has a complement. This A star is a pseudo complement. A star by definition it is a pseudo complement. We actually show that A star is not only pseudo complement, it is actually a complement. Okay, as a complement you can call it A star, right? Why this claim is true? This claim is true because clearly one is true, A meet A star is 0. Now to show that something is a complement, what we want to show? Join of those two should be equal to 1. Is this clear? And now by definition, what is join of any two elements? How it is defined? We have defined here join of two elements, which is what? This is nothing but A star meet B star then whole star, right? Okay. So therefore, what is A join A star? Take their meets,
A star meet A double star
then
whole
whole
star.
star. Okay. But what is A star meet A double star? Because A double star is
Zero.
a pseudo complement of A star. You get this one is inside is 0. Then what is pseudo complement of 0? Is 1. Because what is the largest element which satisfies this condition? Obviously 1. Are you following? So we have proved that A join A star is 1. Any problem? Pseudo complement of 0 is
No,
1
sir.
and pseudo complement of 1 is 0. Because 1 is the largest element which satisfies 0 meet 1 is 0. Is this clear? Okay. So we have proved that every element now has complement, namely A star, right? Therefore, S of L is complemented lattice. Clear? Now we will prove the claim is that this S of L is distributive. Okay, fine. So if you remember, S of L is distributive. Three conditions we have proved equivalently. Okay, so one of them is which lecture we have proved that. Here I can show you that lemma. What is that? X join this Z join X. That is same as. Let me show you where is that. So we'll prove using, instead of proving that both things, we will prove this one. That means X join Y meet Z is, you can change the bracket. That is the meaning. X join Y meet Z. X join Y meet Z is less than or equal to X join Y meet Z. If we show this,
Y meet Z.
this is one of the equivalent condition of distributive lattice, right? Three equivalent definitions, statements we have proved for distributivity. So this is one of them we use here. Okay, so for any X, Y, Z in S of L, we frequently use one of the, when we are discussing this one. So I can write here, first we will prove a subclaim for A comma B belongs to S of L. A is less than or equal to B if and only if A meet B star is equal to 0. Okay, so first we prove this, and we will see that this statement we use several times while getting this result. Okay, so what we are going to first prove? That A is less than or equal to B if A meet B star is equal to 0. Is this clear? Proof is not at all difficult one. Why? Suppose A is less than or equal to B. This already we did, right? A meet B star is equal to 0 for proving that. If A is less than or equal to B, then A meet B star, which is same as A meet B star, because A is less than or equal to B. While proving second property, we proved this part. Are you following? So this is same as A meet B star, which is same as A meet 0, which is equal to 0. Are you following? Conversely, suppose A meet B star is 0. A meet B star is 0. Then we want to show that A is less than or equal to B. How we can show that? If we apply for B double star, what we will get? See, this is just like X. Okay, so we are having X meet B star is 0. So some X is meeting with B star is 0. So what is relation between X and B double star? This implies you can write is A is less than or equal to B double star or not. Because B double star is the largest element satisfying this condition. Right? But because
Yes,
B
sir.
double star is same as B, since B double star is equal to B, we got A is less than or equal to B. Is this clear? Okay. So what is the subclaim we have proved? That whenever you have two elements A and B are in S of L, A is less than or equal to B if and only if A meet B star is 0. Okay, so whenever we want such inequality, we use this one, and whenever we have this inequality, we can use this star, right? Fine. Now if you observe, X meet Z and Y meet Z. Okay. So now we'll prove that claim. X meet Z is less than or equal to this, whatever we have right hand side. X is less than X join Y meet Z, right? What is this one? First of all, whether this inequality is true or not. Because X meet Z is less than or equal to X, and X is less than or equal to X join anything, right? Also
Yes, sir.
Y meet Z is also less than or equal to X join Y meet Z.
Y meet Z.
Because this Y meet Z is the right hand side, whatever one of the element, right? Now use this fact, our subclaim. This is just like your A and this is your B. So what you will get? If A is less than or equal to B, then what we have just now proved? If A is less than or equal to B, then A meet B star
A meet
is
B
0.
star is equals to 0.
So what we will get for this one? This
X
X
meet
meet Z
Z.
is your A. Meet, then
X join
X join Y meet Z
Y meet Z
whole star is
star.
equal to 0. Is this clear? Similarly, what you can write here, Y meet Z meet with
Y meet Z.
X join Y
X
meet
join
Z
Y meet Z
star is 0.
whole star 0.
Is this clear? Now, if you observe this one, this is just like you consider three elements. A meet B meet C. This entire one, you call it just like C. So it is just like A meet B meet C, and meet is associative, right? So, but X meet Z meet with X join Y meet Z whole star is same as what you have is X, because this Z I can, so X meet, what I will write as like this, Z meet X join Y meet Z. Is this clear? If this one is same as whatever I have written here. Is this expression clear? Simply we have used something like A meet B, then meet with C is same as A meet B meet C, right? Because all what you have here is same meet. Are you following? So this is equal to 0. So what is meant by saying this is equal to 0? Again, here we have y is also this, right? So what we want to show is somehow we want get x meet z, meet x join this is equal to 0. Okay, this implies what you can say about x star. See,
Z meet X join Y meet Z star is less than equals to X star.
is less than or equal to x star. So whatever we have here, this expression, okay, that one when you meet with x, you are getting equal to 0. So therefore, this element is less than or equal to pseudo complement of this, right? So therefore, what we are having here is z meet x join. Don't bother about this brackets and all. Simply write properly. This element is always less than or equal to x star. Is this clear? So similarly, whatever we did for this y meet z, same way what you can do it. Similarly, that same expression z meet x join y meet z star is less than or equal to y star. Is this clear? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Now, because same element is less than or equal to both, it is also less than or equal to meet of that or not. This implies z
Yes.
meet x join y meet z, then we are taking star of that is less than or equal to x star meet y star. Is this clear? Right? Any problem? Okay. So now, because somehow, see, what we have to get is somehow x star meet y star, then whole star. If we have, then that we can use it as what? X join y. Because our how x joins are defined, you can see here a join b is defined as meet of these pseudo complements, then you are taking star of that, right? So in this picture, whatever you are observing, we are trying to get, because we want to show that this x join y. So somehow we should get x join y into picture. That is same as x star meet y star whole star, right? Okay. So how we can do that? After this step, what is next step? Huh? Yes. After this one, what we can do it here? This is just like our A, and this is like our B. So A is less than or equal to B. Okay. So this you just call it as A. This I am calling as A, and this I am calling as my B. So A is less than or equal to B implies, what is the subclaim we proved? A meet B star
B star
is equal to
0.
0, right?
0.
So if I write that one, what we will get? This implies this is your entire
X
element.
star
Z meet X join Y meet Z
Y Z
star,
star
then meet with star of this one. That is our. Is this clear? So X star
Yes.
meet Y star
Y star full star
0. So is this clear? Whatever we have written here, right? Now
Yes,
again
sir.
using just associativity of meets, I can write this as Z meet X star meet Y star, then meet with X join Y meet Z star. This is equal to 0, right? But therefore this is same as Z meet, in place of this what I can write? This is same as X join Y.
X join Y.
Okay.
Y.
So I can put bracket here if necessary. It is not a problem. Is meet with again X join Y meet Z, then whole star is equal to 0. This is again something like A meet B star equal to 0, right? This is your entire thing.
Yes,
A,
sir.
this is meet with B star. So again, if A meet B star is equal to 0, what we will get? Because this is if and only if statement, right? So at that time, I can say that A is less than or equal to B. So therefore, Z meet
B.
X join Y is less than or equal to X join Y.
X join Y meet Z.
Okay, so that shows that our L of S of L is distributive. Is this clear? And hence S of L, we have proved it is distributive as well as complemented is Boolean. Is this clear? Okay. So when you start with L, a pseudo complemented meet lattice, then we are getting S of L, which is a Boolean lattice. Are you following? Any problem in this one? Even though the proof looks little
No, sir.
bigger, but it follows very easily. Just like second follows from 1, then third follows from 1 and 2, fourth follows from 1 to 3, and so on. So it is just like going one by one step ahead, right? Now just we have few more definitions in this. One can say that you can have some exercise and try yourself. If you are not getting, I can explain again. You can find out, let L is equal to, first problem is you consider your L is N5, which is pentagon. You know all pentagon, right? Okay. Then find what is your S of L. Second one is take your lattice as M3, which is diamond, and find what is your S of L. What is meant by S of L? You have to find all pseudo complements of N5 and M3, and you have to arrange them in a diagram. S of L is a lattice, right? So which is the below element, which is the higher element, and so on. Because it is a lattice, you try to just like a Hasse diagram. Okay, are you following? Find out those elements and
Yes, sir.
write their diagram. It is not going to be a difficult one. You can do it. If you have any difficulty, you can ask. So N5 has those 0, 1, A, B, C. Similarly, 0, 1, A, B, C will be have, right? By using that diagram, try to draw your N5 and M3. From that, find what is 0 star, A star, B star, C star. For every element, find its pseudo complements. Okay? A star and B star may be same also. Okay, so you find different pseudo elements, pseudo complements, then draw that diagram. Is this clear? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now we define few more elements, definitions. So in a lattice L, we say that an element, you can call it A, is called an atom. Atom is just like word itself suggests that it is the smallest particle which you cannot make into even smaller one, right? If there is no element between A and 0, or A covers 0. If A, this cover symbol, you remember, right? A covers 0, or 0 is covered by A. Is definition clear? Huh? Is definition clear what is meant by an atom?
Yes, sir.
It is the just like the smallest one between 0 and that element, no other element is there. Okay, then we say it is an atom. And second, you can call it dual atom. An element A belongs to L is called, if you want to change this notation, not a problem. B belongs to L is called dual atom. What should be your guess? You are discussing something about here, dual, right? Huh? If there is no element between B and 1, right? So that means if B is covered by 1, or 1 covers, if 1 covers B. Is this clear definition? Are you following? This is cover definition. I may not be writing that much proper like this notation. So there is no element between B and 1, right? And another definition, an element, say call it A belongs to L, is called join irreducible, is called join irreducible if A is equal to B join C, then either A should be equal to B or A should be equal to C. That means we
A
can't
should be equal to C.
write A as join of two elements. Is that clear? So whenever we are able to write as join of two elements, it should be equal to one of them. The same way you can define an element A belongs to L is called meet irreducible if whenever A is equal to B meet C, then either A should be equal to B or A should be equal to
A is equals to C.
Then we say that an element A is called or double irreducible, you can call it, if A is both join and
Join irreducible
meet
and
irreducible.
meet irreducible.
Yes. Okay. So find out examples. Okay. So your exercise is that for N5 and M3, find join meet irreducible elements. Also find atoms and dual atoms. Okay. So we'll see remaining things in next class.